Hello everyone to a new YouTube video here on my channel, and today we have a special surprise. We have a best of one video, and in collaboration with MTGA ARENA Zone, you're gonna find their guide as well on their site, and maybe you are watching this video right now on the website MTGA ARENA Zone, which I am sponsored of. So I had a lot of fun playing this deck, and for the first best of one video, I think we had to try the MONOWHITE LifeGain, and we went for 6 games or 7 games, and I only lost one. The deck is super powerful, and yeah, check out the deck tech and the games. Okay, so this is the deck tech for best of one MONOWHITE LifeGain, which I think is a super strong deck to climb the ladder. I'm currently Diamond 1, and this is the second day I'm playing. I think this deck is just so strong. On curve, it's super powerful. It's a really simple deck to play. There are some little things you should know with this deck and some ordering things, but this is also the first time I do a deck tech about a best of one video, so let me know if I should point certain things out. And the first thing you're gonna see here is, yeah, there is no Strixhaven card, but this is also my first best of one, so just wait for me building some funny decks there as well. And yeah, let's go over it. The theme is LifeGain, and we have some really powerful 1-drops. And we have Alseid of Life's Bounty, which is a 1-mana 1/1 lifelinker. And for 1 we can sacrifice this card and give an enchantment or another creature protection from a color, so a protective 1-drop. Then we play 4 Selfless Savior, which is a 1-mana 1/1, and we can sacrifice it as well to give another creature indestructible. So those 2 cards are really strong on turn 1 because it protects our other spells really well, and opponent doesn't like that too much. Then we play 4 Speaker of the Heavens, which is just, this card absolutely carries this deck. It's a 1-mana 1/1 which have lifelink, which is okay. And then create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate only if you have at least 7 life more than your starting life, which is 27 upwards. And you can only do this as sorcery. This is important. You cannot do this in instant speed. You cannot do this in opponent start. You can only do this as a sorcery speed. So make sure you do this either main 1 or main 2. And also to point down this as vigilance. So sometimes if you attack with this one, you have to be careful. But most of the time you attack with this, get the last life gain, and then you create an angel. So super strong card in this deck. On the 2 slot, we have Daxos, Blessed by Sun. This card just fits the entire theme. 2 whites, 2 power, and star toughness. And yeah, Daxos toughness is equal to your devotion to white, which means for each white pipe we have on the battlefield, this card gets 1 toughness. And whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life. So another way to really get fast life. Really strong card. Sadly, it's a legendary creature, so make sure to not just play another one. You can play another one because Daxos will trigger multiple times there. So if you need to get the life gain, feel free to play Daxos into Daxos and sacrifice 1, which will also trigger Daxos twice. So there are some little shenanigans with this, similar to playing double annex. But yeah, legendary creature. And we have 4 Luminarch Aspirant, 2-mana 1/1 human flag. And at the beginning of combat on our turn, we put a 1/1 counter on target creature we control. And yeah, we have some creature with life gain, and putting counters on those creatures is definitely really nice. This deck is super low on curve, so we peak out at 3 mana. And I want to have a look at Lurrus here. I mean, this is Lurrus not as a companion. This is Lurrus in the main deck, 3 mana, 3/2, so we don't have to read the companion rule in this case. It has lifelink. And during each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard. Super powerful. We have access to all those cards. And Alseid and Selfless Savior go so well with Lurrus. We can keep Lurrus protected. We can keep all the cards protected. We can use Alseid to give protection from a color to get through opponent's wall if they're also monocolored, or sometimes even against rogues if they just have 1 colored flyers. So this is really powerful here for sure. I like it a lot. And yeah, this is what Lurrus can do here. Also, we have 4 Skyclave Apparition, 3 mana 2/2. When Skyclave Apparition enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with mana value 4 or less. And yeah, when Skyclave Apparition leaves the battlefield, the exile card's owner creates an XX blue illusion creature token where X is the mana value of the exile card. So Skyclave Apparition here, just a really versatile card. Can deal with many threats and make sure that you can still attack on turn 3, removing their threat to block. and just overall super good card, even in the mirror match. I do like the card here. Then we have 4 Maul of the Skyclaves, 3 mana. Artifact equipment, equip is 4, but when Maul of the Skyclaves enters the battlefield, we can attach it to a creature we control, and we give them horsemanship, which means it becomes flying and first strike, and on top of that, it becomes +2/+2. Super good, obviously with our life linkers. If they can go over opponent, we get closer to the 27 range. And then the last card I want to have to talk about is Heliod, Sun Crowned. This is the god we play here. This card is so powerful. If you have the curve you want, this card just does so many things. 3 mana, 5/5, indestructible, legendary enchantment creature god. Indestructible, yeah. And as long as our devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod isn't a creature. So we will get there quite fast, but it's not even that important, because whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. This card, powered with Daxos, is amazingly strong. Amazingly strong. And we can also pay 2 mana and another target creature gains lifelink until the end of turn. So we can trigger actually Heliod with this. On the lands we have 4 Castle Ardenvale, super playable here with the plains. We can create white human creature tokens for 4. And yeah, Radiant Fountain, which gives us 2 life, and it's definitely okay to play some non-white mana in this version of Mono-White Lifelink. And yeah, some little tips here. You definitely want to make sure that Speaker of the Heavens survives when you go to 27 lands. This is the main goal of this deck, and Lurrus goes really well with those 2 cards. So does Heliod actually. Once you play with Lurrus and those cards plus Daxos, you can just sacrifice it, get life with Daxos, use Heliod, use Lurrus ability, bring one of those cards back, get another one, and Heliod triggers again. So there are multiple ways of playing around with those cards, and they synergize really well. Before we end the video, before we end the deck tag, there are other mono-white versions. There's a Linden, 3/white, 3/3 creature, which says whenever we attack with a creature, we gain 1 life. Super good card to trigger actual life gain as well, but doesn't go well with Radiant Fountain, but that version is definitely also playable. I do like this super fast, low to the ground version a bit more, and there are also versions that play Blink Moth, I'm not sure it's Blink Moth, the Moth for 4 mana, which is a 3/4 whenever a creature dies. Bring it back to the battlefield if it wasn't flying, with a flying counter on it. Also really good, but we still have Lurrus, and yeah, you can experiment around with this deck for sure. Play Historian, there are multiple cards, but this is the version we decided to choose here, and yeah, I think it's a good deck. And as always, if you like this video, and please be nice to me, it's my first best of 1 content video here, and I know this deck probably was talked about a lot, but we wanted to write a guide to it as well, so definitely check out the guide on MTG Arena Zone. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, watch me on twitch.tv/DanyTLaw, leave a comment or like, and have fun with the games. They were all really cool, so you definitely gonna like to watch them. See you guys. Hello, good game. Oh, Greg, a friend of us playing against us here, so let's give him a good hello. And we're gonna start off with an Alseid and give him the good game too, obviously. That's quite funny. He's probably super surprised to see me here, and oh wow, are we actually doing the same? Is this just it? Is this it? Well, I have to say this is quite funny. This is quite funny. This is gonna be one of those games where... Wow, this is this is impressive. This is definitely impressive. Okay, I mean, I think we make the Alseid flying here. And yeah, let's go in. Being on the play is definitely really good, and helps you with those things as well. We could have played a creature first to get the 1 damage in as well. Getting to that 27 level here, I think, is pretty good. So definitely looks better on our side. Having a 5 flyer, and yeah, this is how it can be. I'm just happy to play against Crack, and yeah, good game, and let's go to the next one. Okay, let's go to the next game against Mystic. Can we be on the play again is the question, and we are. So yeah, we're gonna keep this hand. I have a low-key feeling we're gonna see some rogues over there. And yeah, I think having Selfless Savior plus Alseid early on is definitely really nice. Also Skyclave Apparition dealing with some cards. And what is nice about this deck is, we should have played Alseid. What is nice about this deck is that we have actually ways to play cards from our graveyard. And here it is, we have a crab. And yeah, here we should have played Alseid, as I mentioned before. But it's still fine to have that Aspirant, which is a 2/2 now, which also has protection. So if we knew we had that card before in our hand, this is the correct choice to play Savior. We didn't know, so we were a bit lucky there. And yeah, let's see what comes out of this. Guild Enforcer is good, so our Apparition actually can go through. Windrobber, okay, so we go to 7. And yeah, this is the Rogues matchup here. We want to make sure that we get rid of the Thief here, because it's the only creature that actually can efficiently block us. And then we go in. Really simple here. We do not like having 2 extra lands here for sure. I still believe Rogues is a really strong deck, but look at the lands here. Still no Lurrus gone, so this is really nice for us. Especially if we top deck a Lurrus, we can actually play it. We do like this. I do like keeping the fountains on the hand usually. So having another way to protect our cards is definitely nice. And again, I think we just make a big creature and protect it until we cannot protect it anymore. Yeah, let's go in. They can flash in Rogues, but as we said, we just try to protect the card as long and efficient as we can. Here we have a sacrifice, obviously, of the Rogue. But yeah, still doing some work here, making our board stronger. Castle Ardenvale gets activated next turn. Here we have another Rogue. Still looking for that Lurrus here. And yeah, as you know, Lurrus with Selfless Savior and Bounty is just really strong. And yeah, I mean, there are not too many cards. Heliod is a card we like. Skyclave Apparition is a card we like. So double Lurrus gone is a bit painful. But that is what it is. Play this one. I'm gonna play another one here. Which, by the way, I think has to be countered. Here we have the counter, so there's no Thief coming in. We just make sure. Actually, we can put one here and have 2 attacks. They have 3 cards left, so I think having 2 attacks here is still really good. Obviously, they could have another Thief here, but double protection is still around, so I think we're gonna attack with both. Try to pressure as good as we can, and yeah, here we go with 7 damage, and with that we pass the turn. The Radiant Fountain definitely gives us more life here to fight longer, and yeah, maybe there's a Heartless Act doesn't work really anymore. Think they have removal spell, but we can just protect it with the Selfless Savior here. So that is definitely in a hard position. Those 2 1-drops protecting our bigger creature are definitely really strong, and for us it would be really nice to see a Lurrus coming on hand. because then we can make sure that there is nothing too much that is painful. This is also a really good draw. And now the question is, how do we do this, right? We can play Maul on the Alseid here, but I'm not too fond about this because we really need that protection over there. I think we just put it on the Luminarch Aspirant. Probably has to be countered as well. It's really hard to trade into this, especially at one point when we just give a protection from blue on the Aspirant, right, and just run through. So here we go. Give it to this one. Put it here. This time we're gonna keep back our apparition here because the double Soaring Thought Thief is kind of annoying. So we're gonna see a block here, otherwise it's gonna be really tricky. This card has to be blocked or just try to dealt with. Here we have the second Thought Thief like we predicted. And yeah, we have to see a block here. That is really interesting because now protection from blue is lethal. So 3 cards and an Aspirant here. So all we have to do is protect the Aspirant. There's no flying black creature that usually sees play in rogues. There's maybe one, but I don't think we're going to see that one. And if there is one, we just give protection from black. So with the flying ability on the Aspirant here, this is just really powerful, right? And really hard to deal with for the opponent as well. So we have a blue flyer here, which I think is the best flyer. So the question is, are there two? So they cannot even... So this one cannot block at all, which is definitely really nice. I'm going to play a second Aspirant here and keep pressuring. So 3 cards left. Give it a protection from black here. Exile, okay. Oops. Didn't expect that this is a card that is played, to be fair. So that one got me. And yeah, let's just equip another one. And pass the turn. Well, that is definitely something I should have been more careful for, and that got me, yeah. Baleful Mastery, in my opinion, not the card you should play here, but, well played, opponent, well played. Well played. The Lurrus gives them many blocks, which is not really nice. So at least they tap out, which we can work with. And we're gonna pass the turn here. Okay, land, go on, take it. Wow, not a flash creature here. Oh. So we already have 3 Lurrus gone. We also want a Lurrus here. Because we get to the position where we actually need to find something, right? And we see the Flyer here, which is definitely the best card they can have. Oh, an Alseid on the top. Wow. Maybe you lose this because of this one mistake. Okay, good. There was 2 lands. Gonna take that one. And we make a token. If we find a second Maul here, we also win the game. So we do have some potential draws. This is not a Maul, but this is definitely a good card. Let's get some life gain going, but the sacrifice here is definitely annoying, but we have to attack. Sadly. And yeah, they will just block, we don't get the life gain. Which, yeah, is definitely not cool, but they're gonna sacrifice this one. So they keep probably playing that one card here. And yeah, having a Heliod here that is indestructible is also nice. Okay. Not cards we are too scared of losing here. The second blue here is interesting. The Maul here would have been a win con. We need to find some cards here. Okay. We have 13 cards left, and yeah, we may just lose this with that one little mistake. So what do we have? We have no Alseid to draw, we have 1 Lurrus to draw, and we have a Maul to draw. So those are the cards we are looking forward to get. And again, not one of those, please. Also, an Apparition is a good card to get. I think we have to diversify our tokens here because they have 4 blockers. This is a good card. If they have a counter here, they will survive one more turn. We're gonna give this to the Aspirant here. We will not attack with Heliod here. They may still have an exile card, which is powerful enough. Well, this would be lethal, so that's fine with us. Now they can block, but it would be too late. Was it enough, or... do they have double removal? Okay. And we did it. Yeah, I mean, we did a small mistake there. I didn't expect that this card is being played in Rogues in best of 1 because it's not in best of 3. But hey, we got there. A longer game than I expected for best of 1. I did enjoy it. Let's do another one, which is our opponent here. And we are starting again. Yeah, I think this is definitely a hand to keep. Finding that one additional land here is really powerful. But I'm a huge fan of drawing like this here. We definitely have to see the combination of lands, okay? This is a really interesting draw here. So they could have a removal spell, which makes me want to play this one first, and their removal spell way less strong. Next turn we can play an Aspirant or Daxos and keep up Alseid. Because if Speaker of the Heavens gets to the point where we can actually use it, it is super powerful. And yeah, I would like to have this like this. This could be a bait as well. So we have to go for it, and this has to be black, because they could play first. But yeah, well played from opponent here. Definitely did not know what to do at that in that position. And now I will go a bit more greedy. So they could have another claim again, but I don't play against don't play around double claim, I think. Every card on our board is pretty strong. And if we untap here, we're in good shape. Untapping means basically getting an angel. Or most likely getting an angel. Yeah, let's see what opponent has to offer here. Also Apparition, really good card in this position. But yeah, I think it was still correct to use the sacrifice Alseid there. Because we want to keep our Speaker of Heavens. Now we have an Aspirant and an Alseid, which is both still really good. That is a really interesting choice here. So with this line, we have to assume that opponent probably has another removal spell. We are sadly on 26 and not on 27, so it is painful to see, and maybe just playing at Daxos early on was better. I maybe was playing a bit too cautious around the removal spells. So let's see how this goes. And yeah, as long as opponent has to decide what removals they're playing, it's still looking good. We still have a Skyclave Apparition in case there is a dragon, which I think there could be. Opponent going for the Rakdos here, also because Rogues is a deck that is definitely strong in best of one. But yeah, I mean, I like MONOWHITE Lifegain a lot, and it's quite fun to play that deck. It's been a while since I played it. And again, here, that is totally fine. Because if Speaker survives this, we just make an angel. And yeah, okay, opponent had an answer to this, which was really well played here, for sure. I think we just go with another Speaker. I mean, double Daxos is not really where I want to be. We're just gonna attack and hope our Speaker will survive this one. Daxos being a legendary is definitely not as good, but I mean, we played already against so many, that is fine. They're making sure that we really cannot play that. Okay. I think it is correct, but we still pressure. We really wanted that Speaker to do that angel, so at one point I hope there's no removal or way to deal with it, because you cannot just have 20 removal spells, right? Okay, that is totally fine. That is something we have no problem with. Sacrificing Daxos here is the easiest choice. And then getting our angels done. Yeah. Okay, discards the cards. We are on 26. Village Rights, that's interesting. Okay, sure. I like the line. So we have to sacrifice a creature, which is Daxos in our case. And then playing another Daxos. So we're gonna discard this. Getting a land here. Not too happy about it. That was a really good draw here. So we can play Daxos. We can play Luminarch. Getting additional life. Attack. Putting this on this one here. Attacking with both here. And then creating an angel. It's definitely powerful, especially since we put them on 4. Mono-white life game seems like a really solid thing to do here on the play. And yeah, I mean, getting that speaker here is definitely powerful. I think we will not block here, because we want them, if they have a sacrifice card, we want them to play it, and here we go. They play it here. They could have attacked, because I maybe would have not done anything and gave them 2 life, but we have a 5/5 flyer. So yeah, we got Rakdos sacrifice here. Yeah, let's do another one, I would say. Okay, another game here, and we're gonna play against Hoalunga, and I think we are really good in being on the draw, on the play. So it's not the hand I want, but we're just gonna slam Lurrus after Lurrus, and at one point, one Lurrus will stick, and we don't really get something. But this is a cool hand if we would play against rogues, I think. So let's go for it. We have the kitty cat on hand, mono red. So mono red just indicates a frostbite to me. Which kind of wants me to play Daxos. Just to be on curve here. So we get a frostbite out of opponent's deck. I mean, we can play Alseid. It's so it doesn't matter too much what dies first, right? Maybe Alseid would have been a better card to die because it's easier to play off Lurrus. But we're gonna just play Lurrus on curve anyway, and if Lurrus sticks, we can play Daxos and Alseid. So, oh no, we can only play Daxos because of Fountain. And the opponent is making a decision here. Is it worth to use a frostbite? And apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. Could be a Bone Crusher worth, right? Which is fine. Our Lurrus will definitely go in at that point. And yeah, no. I just love Lurrus. I think this is one of the things, right? Opponent wants to Bone Crusher Daxos, but has to go for the Lurrus here. But I mean, opponent doesn't know that we have 2 more Lurrus, and we get 2 life here. And we attack for 2. And with that, we pass the turn. So next turn, I kind of want to play double Alseid here. And here we have Frostbite. And a Rimrock Knight, which is not scary at all. And here we go, Alseid, and hopefully we find a land. Still a decent block here. Ferment Champion. Bone Crusher. Just to make sure that we secure 1 more damage. And here we go. We go Lurrus. And they could have another removal spell here, right? So I think we just pass. Also, a Maul of the Skyclave on Lurrus is pretty powerful, which gives us a huge flyer. So I kind of want to pass here. If they have Ambercleave, we kind of need to make sure we get a lot of life. This is all fine. We have to take the damage here. We're still on 25, so this is not too painful. I mean, obviously Ambercleave is, but Okay, here we will block like this. Because if they play Embercleave, they have to go first. And here we go. Okay, we kind of assumed this. So here it doesn't matter too much. So maybe we should have blocked the Robber, to be honest. I mean, we take a lot of damage, but we try to get some healing done. And hopefully Lurrus sticks this. It's 4 toughness, which usually is enough to stick. That is really annoying. So now we are forced to block the Robber. They found an Alseid, which is definitely strong. So we take a lot of damage here. The way we can come back here... Oh wow, they actually have a Rimrock Knight. So the way we can come back here is finding a way to deal with Torbran or Bone Crusher. So that will do a lot of damage. So we know what they have on hand. So if we get an Alseid in and a Luminarch Aspirant, we have the ability to block everything. If we get, we need this Alseid here. So. Okay, and then we end the turn. I mean, this is being on 4 life. I mean, Bone Crusher can just finish here. Let's hope there's no removal spell here. Faceless Haven is okay. Getting some good cards here. So, okay, we have to block. We have to block here, here, and here. And give this protection from red. And then we trade this. We still take 4. But yeah, I mean, this Alseid is super painful here, right? There's not really a way to deal with our own cards right now. 5 devotion. But we're just gonna die to Alseid right now. So how can we do the most life gain? This is 5. We can go on 8. So we can play Speaker. I don't think we manage it. Playing Daxos is not good enough, so I don't think we managed, but it was a really close game. It was definitely a really close game. So 1 mana to sacrifice, then they equip. So it should be actually enough for them, right? Equip, sacrifice, and GG. It was a good game. It was a good game. Torban and Embercleave, and I usually lose to Robber, which is how I lose games. To my own cards. That's just the way I play the game. And yeah, opponent sees the line here. Okay. Here we go. Good game. That frostbite was pretty good. But yeah, it wouldn't have mattered here. Yeah, good game opponent. And as you can see, Mono Life Gain cannot always beat Mono Red. And another one against Minkore CEO. Let's have a good game. Opponent starts, but I think if we find a land here, this is a really decent hand. Yeah, probably a mirror. Let's drop in the Alseid first, because this is definitely the card we would like to have more. Could be Boros here, like Winota or something. Yeah, this is a Winota list over there. We have to go with Daxos here. And yeah, we're gonna attack here because I trade this card any day against their cards, because opponent cards here trigger Winota, right? So getting those life here is also nice for the speaker later on. And Apparition here, okay, sure. Still really dangerous for Winota for us. Found a land, which is definitely really strong. We have to do this mainly because if they have a Winota here, we actually can trade 2 cards. So that is the main logic behind this. Spellbinder, okay. We have 2 strong cards on our side. Gives me the feeling there's no Winota, which is definitely good. We love to see this land here. Gonna play speaker. $26. Gonna equip the Alseid here. And then we push this to 26 with that attack. They're probably just gonna sacrifice the Savior here, which is still okay, I think. I'm still happy with that push, because now we go to 27, which I still think is the correct play to do. And now we have speaker here, and they have no answer to speaker. So that is definitely really nice to see. Alseid is a really interesting one. Oh, we just took damage. That's my bad. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna re-equip speaker to make it a 3/3. Flying. Then we attack here. Puts us at 27. Tap the speaker. Create Angel. Gain an extra life. And here we go. Speaker activated. So as long as we keep the speaker here, I think we're in a good position. We're gonna lose Alseid here, but we're gonna create those Angels in return, and we will not attack anymore with speaker, because they can just block with the Alseid here, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Heliod. And let's push Daxos. Let's attack. Only with the Angel though, because we want to keep our speaker alive with the Alseid here. And what we're going to do is we create another Angel, get another life, push Daxos again. So Daxos is definitely also getting beefy here. And yeah, Angel every turn, and the opponent just draws land, so definitely not where you want to be. Now we can make a decision of actually playing a Skyclave, but I'm not too scared of that card in general. I do want to attack with Daxos this turn though, as well. So we're gonna Skyclave on a non-human here, which is their Skyclave. Just to make sure if there's a Winota. And we get rid of one Alseid, which is already good, which is basically around the same. Okay. This time we're gonna put it on Skyclave just to make sure it dodges Bone Crusher. Then we're gonna attack with 2 Angels and an Heliod here. Heliod will be blocked, so it doesn't matter. We're just gonna attack here. We could have attacked first as well, but... And again, we're gonna make another Angel. I mean, obviously 2 Angel each turn is also really strong. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Just creating Angels at this point. The power of Speaker of the Heavens is impressive sometimes. And yeah, this is the game, and we defeated Winota without Winota, which is definitely really nice for us. And yeah, cool game, cool game. Against Ogandoni, yeah. And again, we are not on the play for the second time in those 5 games, which is totally fine. We cannot always be on the play. But I have the feeling sometimes in best of 1 it's really important. But what I like about best of 1 so far is I don't have to mulligan a lot. Like the hand smoothing we're gonna get here with it definitely feels good to me. And yeah, just gonna play the Alseid first. Then we play the Daxos, then the Skyclave Apparition, and hopefully we get a good target here. Black. Wow. Okay. And Blotchy's first is out there. And let's play Daxos first. I do prefer Aspirant here over Daxos right now, to be fair. Oh, okay, I see what this is. Cool. Like to see something like that. And I would say we're gonna play a Heliod here. And with that we pass the turn. So having Heliod here and Daxos makes our next card so much more powerful. And we do not care about Bastion here at all. So it's mainly the question, do we get rid of Bastion or this one? But I think it is Bastion over there right now. So let's make sure this one goes away. Let's just get some power on the battlefield here. And yeah, we're gonna attack 4/4. Obviously we wish to keep Alseid 1 mana open, but getting rid of that card is just really powerful. And now they have to think of some removal spell. The Witch is definitely a bit too weak here, right now at least. And Maul is super powerful. That is a really powerful one. So I don't think we need Luminarch Aspirant here. I think Maul keeping up Alseid is just way more powerful. Obviously they have to just spare Sentinel here. Opponent is not happy with this. I can tell you that. So yeah, it's just gonna attack. And yeah, you go, opponent. And yeah, I think all we need is Alseid open, and that's fine for us here. We're still on 21, and opponent is salty here. Yeah, I mean, sure. It's fine. You can be salty here for sure. No problem with that. And with that said, we just give some sweet protection from green on our flyer. That is all we have to do. Obviously, if they have a removal spell on the Skyclave Apparition for 1, yeah. Plump is definitely the best card here, which is cool. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, let's just do this. We take damage here. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, yep. And the same happens again. Yep. So they go on 6 here. And oof, yeah, we still win the game here. But hey, cool game. Cool game. Definitely cool game. Playing Luminarch Aspirant, giving the token to Apparition here, wins us the game. So I appreciate the Yogo over there, but... And they know it, and they're gonna leave the game. So we played against the Golgari pest deck, which looks super cool, right? But yeah, Heliod, Daxos, powerful cards. This time we're gonna play against a Bat Ferret. So this is this time we start, which is something nice. Not the best hand though, but maybe we're gonna find something more. And again, probably this one first, but we could still draw all the cards here. You see the Selfless Savior on the other side. So I'm gonna go for this one. We always attack here. And yeah, we pass the turn. So it is a bit of a tricky one because the life gain, if they have Daxos here, is really powerful. And here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna take it here. We did find a land which is super important here to make Alseid flying. And yeah, hitting in for free in the air and getting free lives. So it is important to make sure that the opponent doesn't have the ability to go to 27 lands. Definitely the most important part here. And yeah, we take the damage obviously. They're pumping their Daxos here. But yeah, I would have blocked there for sure. Now we do not block. Them missing the third land here is definitely good for us. And yeah, let's just attack. If they attack with the dog, we just replay it, so... Having the flyer here is right now the key to win the game, so it's cool to see the mirror match. Obviously I'm a bit scared of the third land into a Heliod, and Speaker doesn't do anything right now. Because we already punched them quite low. Selfless Savior doesn't do anything right now. Our Lurrus is even more damage in the air. So, yeah. That is a really interesting card here. How much to re-encrypt? It's 4. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Speaker here. Because we really want to start getting those angels in. And we're just going to attack with Alseid. Sadly we cannot re-equip, but we're going to 27 here and opponent has to think quick. Opponent could looking for that land and finding the apparition here onto the Speaker, which is still fine because we have the Alseid, right? So how do they react here? Probably have to go for the Maul, which makes total sense here. This is an artifact, which is a bit sad. So yeah, this is what's happening. And now we can make the decision where we start blocking, right? Because we want to make sure that we stay on 27. If we block with a Lurrus here, we will achieve that. So I am pretty sure we are on the way to play our angels out. And we're definitely gonna do that as well, so our turn. And here we go. Getting that angel in here. First angel is definitely something we wanna do here. And let's just buff those Angel a little bit. We do not have to attack here. Being on 27 land is such a key part in this matchup. Heliod is really strong. So now we have to be a bit more careful because Heliod gives the ability to give something a lifelink down the line. But I can still not attack, which is definitely good for us here. We're gonna just sacrifice the Selfless Savior here. To deny the life gain. And this way we make sure there will be no life gain for quite a while. So right now we have 8 damage we can put through and no lifelink for opponent. We can replay the Selfless Savior, obviously with Lurrus here. Yeah, I kind of want to find a Skyclave Apparition here, to be fair. Seems like the best card, and opponent sees that what we could do here. He's probably not too happy about it. Hopefully this is not my server that's crushing down, because I don't have a timer. Usually I can check the timer and see something happening, right? But now I don't even know. Maybe the clock starts soon from opponent, and then we do know more. So right now I do not know what's going on exactly. I do have internet connection, so I do think it's on opponent's side. And yeah, again, definitely the right line just to putting in front and sacrificing it. We get a second Angel as well, which is super important. Opponent seems to be not happy with this line. When will... I'm a bit scared here, to be honest. Okay, it worked out. Opponent accepted it. And our turn. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the dog again. Gonna attack for 6. Gonna make sure we create that Angel here. Gonna play another dog. And yeah, we pass the turn here. So here we have to actually check really well which card they give lifelink with Heliod, but they can only do 1 so far. That is a decent card here, so they get a life. I do like the sacrifice ability here of opponent, right? To get that life in here, which is important. But it's not enough. It is not enough yet to create an Angel. But Heliod is doing a lot of work here. So, yeah. We have to take 8 damage here. Sadly. So no Angel for us anymore, at least no for now. 18. Heliod is really powerful. It's definitely something we would like to have as well. So we still have 10 damage here. Finding the land is not helpful, but they cannot replay the card actually, which still gives us 10 damage here. So I kind of want to use the speaker to give a 1/1 token on Lurrus here. Sacrifice Alseid. Replay it again. I do like that. Yeah. white. Puts them on 4, replay Alseid here. And with that we pass the turn. So now we still hope there's no way they go through, because all we have to do, Lurrus doesn't help them. So good game. Was a good game here. And glad we found the mirror match as well. This was also the game to go to Diamond 1 here. And yeah, think it's a good deck and have fun. Let's go to the outro. Okay, it's super fun playing for the first time a best of 1 deck, or let's say making a video in a best of 1 deck, and I think this deck is so powerful. I mean, if you want to rank up fast, definitely go with this deck. And just, I want to talk about in the outro what we would like to see me doing in best of 1. Do you also like to see some a bit of more chunky decks sometimes? Because I decided to maybe upload 1 best of 1 and best of 3 video a day instead of a best of 3 historic and best of 3 standard, which is really hard to do. I did this now for about 2 weeks, and first of all, I would like to have competitive decks, right? I don't want to play too many bad best of 3 decks, so I would rather like to brew funny decks in best of 1 and be more competitive in best of 3 to branch out there a bit. And I know some of my viewers, they always ask me, what would you change in this deck to make it best of 1 viable? And I think here I would like to make the compromise with my viewers here as well, and just let me know what you guys think about this idea. And yeah, I had fun. I had really fun playing this deck and doing some best of 1. And yeah, just let me know, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe and comment, and yeah, see you on Twitch. Bye guys.